This slideshow was sent to me by my son a few months ago. It's very, very interesting. I've enjoyed looking at it, and I told him I wanted to do a voiceover, my own voice over the topics that he has selected as part of his slideshow. So here we go. This is his current rank. He is E7 in the U.S. Army. He's been in there 17 plus years. This is where he's served, the places he's been, different assignments. I was at his graduation at Fort Benning, Georgia, and then I also visited him. He was stationed at Fort Hood twice. I didn't get to go see him at Fort Polk or in Germany or Fort Gordon. Fort Wainwright, he was in Iraq twice, and he did quite a bit of European travel. And you see right here some of the units he's served with. The 57th Signal Battalion. The Lightning Bolt here is the infantry battalion. Something interesting about that coming up in a few more slides. And then he was in the forward surgical team, combat support hospital, part of when he was in Germany also. And then the Bain Jones Army Community Hospital, Fort Donnell Army Center, which was, I believe, in the state of Washington. But then this is a fishbone chart of his career from private all the way up to where he is now, as a recruiting specialist in the U.S. Army in Arkansas. And some of the pictures that he sent to me over his travels, some of his pictures in Iraq and some of his friends. The very first one of him graduating from boot camp is one of my pictures I took of him looking sharp, standing tall. And this next slide is the Army story, an Army for Freedom, Lewis and Clark, the War of 1812, many different things, the Civil War. And this other slide is the Soldier's Creed and the Warrior's Ethos. He included that, part of his slideshow, very interesting. And then the Army values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage. And he has a lot of those qualities. This one here is pictures that he put together of the ranks and promotion and advancement. You see where he's at right now. He is an E7. There's 3 up and 2 down. And a possibility that he may be able to be promoted once more before he gets out. But over on the far right-hand side is a picture of him as a staff sergeant. Then a picture of myself in the United States Marine Corps with a fire truck behind me. I was crash, fire, and rescue 4.5 years. And then Dad was in the Army also. He was in comms and communication, and he was stationed in Hawaii. And you notice the lightning bolt patch on his sleeve is the same unit that Justin was assigned to, carrying on a little legacy of service. And he enjoys the fact that he was in some of the same units as my dad was. And this slide here is occupational career enhancement. There's many options in the Army for people and what they want to do and the amount of years it takes and the different training. All the way up, you can go through officers candidate school. But you continue on into this slide, leadership opportunities. Justin, because he is an E7, he has taken the basic leaders course and the advanced leaders course. And I think he may have had the senior leadership courses, the one I went to his graduation in San Antonio. And this slide here is many different locations for the Army. Of course, he was in Fort Hood twice, and he graduated from Fort Gordon and stuff. Fort Benning, I mean, and then he went to Fort Gordon for comms school. But then a basic pay chart for enlisted and officers with different times in the reserves. Then you have income and benefits. Then you have the education benefits, tuition and fees, money for housing, books and supplies, Army Tuition Assistance Program. Really good, really beneficial. And then we have here the Montgomery GI Bill, selected reserves. It's a slide he included. And then there's the Excellent Adventure, the military welfare, recreation, and a whole lot of video game competition. And he enjoyed that. And then this is some of his world travel. In Germany, you see castles, you see Machu Picchu, Peru, you see Paris, you see Holland, you see the Alps, the mountains, the Leaning Tower. He is a well-traveled individual. And you could see how happy he is by the look on his face. And then the plan for the future, medical insurance, education service, family service, resume, transition program, learning skills, career progression, a lot of interesting things.